Bar Stool Sports. Bar Titus. Brandon Walker. Mostly Sports.
Through all the shit to get the diarrhea chain back.
It's back.
Okay, all right. Just making sure.
It was in my car the whole time. All right, hey, it is Mostly Sports on a Monday. The Monday after what I would say the most packed to the gills sports weekend of the year. That was the sports weekend of the year until another one better comes along or somebody reminds me of a better one we already had.
Correct.
Until then, that was the sports weekend of the year. College football, craziness. Pro football, craziness. Baseball, craziness. Ryder Cup, not that crazy. Just kind of an ass kicking. Got a little crazy.
Almost got crazy. Yeah.
Got a little crazy. Anyway, we are. I guess just. So we'll just go on with the show.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
We already start? My bad.
I was just telling people.
My bad.
You just take the headphones off right now. Just let the hat. Yeah.
Biggest show of my life, boys. The biggest show of my life.
So we're brought to you by Jägermeister. Jägermeister liqueur. Let me find it. 35% alcohol by volume. Ported by Mass Jägermeister U.S. White Plains, New York. Ice cold shots. Damn, that's cold. 0 degrees Fahrenheit. You know the deal here at Mostly Sports. Jägermeister's the drink. We're going to get to the show now, but check Jägermeister out at Jägermeister.com. Drink responsibly. Hey, Mark.
Hey, Brandon, what do you want to talk about?
Welcome in. I was just wondering.
Sorry I was late.
Sorry, it's okay.
For the biggest show of my life.
What? Biggest show of your life, huh?
Yeah, it's. I mean,
just a random show in September.
This was one of the best sports weekends we've seen in a long time. A lot of great college football. The NFL was very interesting yesterday.
Yeah.
Ryder Cup, was a stinker at the start, but
Sure.
It became fascinating. MLB playoffs are set. I thought I have to dress up for the biggest show of my life.
So, which would you like to talk about? NFL football or maybe what happened Saturday night and the biggest game of Connor Griffin's life?
That was the biggest game of Connor Griffin's life.
Connor, do you regret at all saying that was the biggest game of your life at all?
No, not one bit, because I knew the inverse was going to be a problem if we had lost it, and it is a major
We
fucking
did lose
problem
it.
now. Exactly.
You did lose it.
Yes, and it was really, really bad, and we're in a tough spot right now. Really tough spot, and I'm furious at this right now.
Furious at what?
Furious at this outfit, and I know exactly who I need to go to because I thought I was doing a favor to a friend today, and I brought that in when in reality I was going to burn it.
So Connor, you can wear a white suit on Saturday. Mark can't wear a white suit on a Monday?
No, he could wear it. It's well played. I brought that in for Mackenzie because Mackenzie asked, I think.
You got Mackenzie involved?
I got foot soldiers, man. I got foot soldiers. I told you to keep your head on a swivel, Connor.
Mackenzie.
I told you to keep your head on a swivel.
Mackenzie texted me saying she sent me a screenshot of PFT in the macrodosing group chat where PFT said, "Hey, Mackenzie or Mad Dog, can you get Connor to bring that white suit in on Monday? I want to use it for something."
You went deep, huh?
Oh, you went to PFT.
So
went to the.
There were multiple channels to get to that, and of course, it's PFT commentaries on the biggest sports podcast in the world. I was going to burn it. I was like, okay, well, if he needs it, whatever. And it turns out it's because Mark wanted it.
Brandon,
Fucking
this
Mark
isn't even
wanted
my
it.
plan. This was just a side project for me.
Sure.
This wasn't even the retaliation.
This was just to do it.
This was just to do it. This was just for fun.
I'm so.
Now, of course.
This was just to show you what I'm capable of.
I want
so
people to
pissed.
know if you aren't watching our Twitter accounts on the weekend, but Connor debuted this suit right here on Saturday morning.
If you're wondering, wow, that looks a lot like Connor's suit that he wore on Saturday morning to McDonald's. This is literally the suit. I got Connor to bring the suit in. I got you to participate in this. I got you to.
I thought
This is the exact same
PFT
suit.
needed it for something. I sweat in that suit. I wore that hat. That's the same exact fucking scoot. Oh my! I'm so pissed off.
And you obviously wore that suit to get your McDonald's breakfast. Just don't worry about headphones, Mark. Just don't worry about headphones. Headphones ain't happening for you today.
We're having fun.
So obviously you wore that suit to get your McDonald's breakfast, of course, to because you get a McDonald's breakfast every time Penn State plays.
Yes.
And Mark, I'm afraid I wish you had a sad suit now. I wish you had a dark suit.
The black suit.
Sure, because the whiteout didn't end so well.
It did not end well at all, as is the case for basically every whiteout.
A lot of whiteouts
what happens
don't end
in
that
the
well.
whiteout.
Yeah, it's a very overrated tradition.
It's not every whiteout.
What's your record in the whiteout? Because I've seen a bunch of numbers being thrown out.
Like 13-9.
In the Franklin era, we lost 2014, 2015 because we were not there as a program.
Okay, well, that's 2.
After the sanctions, we lost to Ohio State in 2018.
That's 3.
And then this was the other loss. He's lost 4 now.
So he's lost 4. How many has he won?
Well, we had won 6 straight, and then you go back, so that's 8 and 4.
You're 8 and 4.
8 and 4 in the Franklin era. But the first 2, we were not.
Are you aware of the history of the whiteout? I was doing some light reading this morning.
So I'm just going to say something, and it might piss off multiple fan bases. This might piss a lot of people off. I feel like the whiteout. Let me finish. I feel like the whiteout is akin to the Iowa wave, where Iowa showed up one day and said, "This is our great tradition we've always done.
Yeah. Check
out how cool we are." And Iowa Wave is incredible. It's an awesome thing. But I feel like Penn State one day in like 2005 just showed up and said, "Hey, we're of course known for this incredible whiteout that we do, and it's the best tradition in the history of college football."
That's pretty much exactly it, Brandon.
Okay, all right.
That's pretty much exactly it. It's about 20 years old.
Right.
I was doing some light reading on Wikipedia. TJ, if you could pull up the whiteout, this is the history of the whiteout. In 2002, leading up to a much-anticipated game, Nebraska, there was a fear the sea of red would overtake Beaver Stadium, so they started talking about wearing blue to the game and not sell their tickets to corners, yada, 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 yada. So go to the next paragraph.
Wait. Did you see the operation?
Dubbed Operation Visine to get the red out.
It's actually kind of good.
So that was
So in 2004, this was the precursor to the modern whiteout. This was less about wearing white, and it was more about make sure that red doesn't get in, right? In 2004, to try and draw excitement for a team of what was a down year for the program, Penn State asked students to wear white to the upcoming game against Purdue. Over 20,000 students participated, and despite losing the game to Purdue, it was deemed a success. That is Penn State
lost the first one?
Yeah. It gets worse, Brandon.
Connor, they lost the first one.
Students were again asked to wear white to the following game against Iowa in what is considered to be the program's one of the worst outings. They lost 6-4, Brandon. In the second one, they lose 6-4. So then a final attempt was made in the final game against the season against Michigan State. This time, however, they decided to change strategies and go code blue, where everyone wears blue. Penn State won 37-13. When they wore blue.
So the whiteout didn't work at all.
The whiteout was 0 for 2. They lost 6-4 to Iowa.
And then 2005 was
And then they all wear blue and they beat Michigan State, and then they say to themselves, "Looks like we got a tradition of wearing white." The whole tradition was born as a loser.
2005 against Ohio State, when we upset number 6 Ohio State. That's when it was born. Then we thumped Notre Dame in 2007.
But that's not when it was born.
That's not when it was born.
No, that's
you
when
lost 6-4.
That's when it became the real thing. And then in 2007, we did the full stadium whiteout, and we thumped Notre Dame.
So you just did it until you won.
Well, because in those years, 2004, we sucked. It's meant to give your team the best advantage possible of a home field atmosphere. It does not equate to wins. Urban Meyer says it gives you a 7 to 10 point advantage when a typical home field advantage is about 3.
So you guys,
and he says,
lost by 10.
You guys lost by a fuck ton.
I understand
you guys
that.
Get blown out.
It's worth 7 to 10 points. It does not mean you're going to win by 7 to 10 points. It can swing a game 7 to 10 points. And Urban Meyer, who played at LSU or coached at LSU, says that this is more of a hostile environment than that in Death Valley.
It's not.
Okay, it's up to interpretation, but he is a guy who has been in it and has been in the Big Ten and the SEC. It doesn't mean you're going to win the game. It's meant to give you a home field advantage at the optimal level.
All right, so Connor, you know that I've been riding with you in Penn State for a while.
Yeah.
Okay? And what I'm not going to do is take out a shovel and bash Penn State's dying body over the head and then throw him in a hole. I'm not going to do it. The narratives – Penn State had a great opportunity Saturday night to take bat to the narratives and beat the narratives into submission, and the narratives would have to go away for at least a little while. They did not. The narratives are still standing there, towering over Happy Valley, and the narratives are bigger than they have ever been. That being said, you lost a double overtime game to Oregon. Oregon's very good. You're going to go to the playoff. If they play again next week, it's probably a pick'em game. These two teams are very even. You took 3.5 quarters to get going, finally got going, showed the heart of a champion to come back, and ultimately ended up losing. But I'm not joining the narrative police, but I was sure hoping you guys were going to at least try to shoot the narrative.
Are you saying if Penn State and Oregon faced again next week, it would be a pick'em?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay, I don't know about that.
They just played to a double overtime game. Penn State, once they figured out and once they got out of their own way, they came back. For 3 quarters, Oregon was in charge.
Correct, and it was largely because we did not have a good game plan.
Are you falling to the narrative?
I'm saying at some point you need to show us for whatever reason, because the people keep saying Franklin chokes in big games or Aller chokes at the end of big games. Yeah. It's not that they choke; it's that they don't come out prepared to play. And that game
from a coaching
lost.
perspective, that's choking.
No. I'm saying, okay, people say late in the game, late in the fourth quarter, late in overtime, Penn State's always going to find a way to lose. We found a way to lose when we had 3 cupcakes and a bye, essentially the entire offseason to prepare for this game, and they came out looking abysmal for the first 3 quarters. That offense, and it's not just, it's Oregon, they're a great defense and everything like that. For the past 3 games in the non-conference schedule, they struggled to push the ball and move it down the field against Nevada, against FIU, against Villanova. They did not look right. And I thought they were going to come out at least a little bit better after a bye week this week. And no, they looked terrible. They looked awful for the first 3 quarters.
And be that as it may, you still had it right there. And then Drew Aller
lost in double overtime.
Drew Aller threw another interception.
But that's the issue.
Another one.
I honestly...
if you talk about the Drew Aller interception to the back-breaking interception in the biggest game of Connor's life, you have to specify which one at this point.
Also, real quick, you're laying it at the feet of the offense, and that is true. The offense for 3 quarters was garbage and abysmal and terrible. Yeah. Drew Aller has not fulfilled the promise that he should have. The receivers, you went out and got 3 receivers. Where the fuck are they?
I have a take on that.
The running backs aren't good all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So all of that. But at the end of the day, in the fourth quarter, your defense had a 4th and 1. It was 10-3. They had a 4th and 1. They give up a touchdown, the easiest touchdown run you'll ever see. And then your offense gives you a lead in overtime. The defense immediately gives it up. Like, the defense also shit the bed.
But at the end of the first half, they had only allowed 3 points to Oregon.
Okay.
And then at the end of regulation,
we're going forward to
17.
When those things happened.
Because they had been on the field so goddamn much for the entirety of the first half and for a good chunk of the third quarter, where they eventually, they got worn down. And you had the game when you only held Oregon to 3 at the end of the first half, and you were hoping that your offense could get 14, 10, 7, just take a lead, and they didn't. And you knew it was going to come back to bite you in the second half once Oregon got the jitters out, once the home crowd, the offense, our offense had completely taken the home crowd out of it because they suck so much. Oregon was going to settle in. Those star players, the talent that they have, they were going to come through in the second half and wear down our defense, and they did.
I guess, Mark, what I'm saying is he's laying it at the feet of the offense for being choke artists when the entire team was really choke artists.
Right.
The
entire team was pretty bad.
Yeah.
You want a fun fact about Penn State?
Yeah, I do.
This is a really fun fact.
How fun is it?
And a 0. Penn State currently still has the 5th best odds to make the playoff of any team.
Yeah, they're gonna make the playoff.
Yeah.
They're
yeah, of course.
Whoever won or lost,
this was the whole point of you saying this is the biggest game of your life.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
You're fine.
It didn't matter.
You're gonna go 10-2. You'll probably play this team again, and I think you can beat them.
Indiana is a concern after losing this game. I'm just telling the way the offense looked. So going to your point about, the receivers aren't doing anything and the running backs suck now and Drew Aller still doesn't look right. One of the biggest strengths of this team, at least on paper coming into the season, was the offensive line. It was supposed to be the best Penn State offensive line since the 90s. All Oregon did, pretty much the entire game, was rush 4 guys. And they were completely able to shut down our running game. Our offensive line got no push. Oregon was still able to get pressure on Aller, again, despite rushing 4. And they could just put everybody back in coverage. So I do think we upgraded at receiver, but the receivers aren't open because everybody's back in coverage. And the run game isn't getting going because our offensive line isn't creating the holes that they're supposed to. So that's the issue. That's the stem of all these problems. The environment for Drew Aller to go out there and run a good offense, it's not right. It's not
also,
right.
Drew Aller just kind of sucks. He's just not good.
Yeah, I mean, it might be time to give up the Drew Aller dream.
He's just not good. He's not that good. He's not awful.
He's not awful, but not good.
I'm not here to say he's he's losing you the
other
game.
day.
I'm saying that he's not the guy that you want to make.
Dante Moore outplayed the fuck out of Drew Aller. Drew Aller is a redshirt senior.
Absolutely. Dante Moore absolutely played better than Drew Aller. I just don't think as a team and as a coaching staff, we have put Drew Aller in the best position to succeed ever.
But again, Connor, he is going.
And at some point, you have to rise above it. I get that.
He's going into his 4th year as a starter.
Third year as a
his
starter.
3rd year as a starter. He's been there forever. At some point, I don't think you can blame coaching. At some point, it's go make a fucking play, dude. Go make a fucking play.
And he did make plays in the 4th quarter.
You know who I might blame? Did you wear your jersey hard enough on Friday?
What do you mean hard enough?
Like, did you wear it like super fucking hard? Like,
how hard did you wear your
Did
jersey?
you give it 100%? The jersey you wore on Friday for the show?
Yeah.
Because you know how like we give you shit because we're like, Connor, it's not Thursday, it's Friday. It's
but
Friday.
you still do it, yeah.
You're like, well, I have to do it because this is good luck. I wear every game, every time Penn State plays, I have to wear my jersey. It's good luck. And then you go get the breakfast on Saturday, and we're like, Connor, why do you do that? And you're like, because it's good luck.
Yeah.
And why do you wear the whiteout? Because it's good luck. Yeah. And I just feel like it just never really works. And I don't know if it's like, is it something you're doing? Is it something, Brandon? What do you got?
Well, my question, Mark, is, and you look incredible, by the way. Connor started out the morning in the suit, and he did the breakfast. And then that night, there were 108,000, 110,000?
111,000.
111,000 Penn State fans in white doing the
All
whiteout.
right.
So naturally, in his apartment in Chicago, I believe Connor was wearing his white jersey to do his part. Is that what you were wearing?
No, I was wearing a jersey as I have for every whiteout.
You were wearing a blue one.
Yeah, I haven't attended a whiteout in years, and I've worn a Penn State blue jersey at home every year.
Why didn't you white out your apartment?
I had other accessories. I had pom-poms and shakers and rally towels that I laid out that were white.
Difference in a pom-pom and a shaker.
Well, they're the same thing. They call them shakers at Penn State. But
This is your routine for every big game.
They don't win big games is what he's trying to say.
What I'm trying to say is I think you might.
I did everything. I added the suit in there. Like I do as much as I
All right, Connor, what he's saying is you have a routine for big games. Penn State loses every big
Literally
game.
everyone.
So maybe the routine either has to go. What are you saying?
But I'm saying you might be actively causing this.
Correct. The routine might be causing this.
You might be causing it.
I just got a text from Mackenzie. Connor, I'm sorry. I was just the middleman. Doesn't matter. You're dead to me. Leave that on red. The problem is the fact that Franklin has this like 1-0 mindset, and every game's the same, and we come at it with the same process and all this type of stuff. And he's a guy who can win you a lot of games, which we're very appreciative of. He took this program out of the gutter. He put us in a great spot. I need to see him actually win a big game to prove that process and that 1-0 mindset is enough to. Yeah, so he does.
Let's do this together, Nittany Nation. We need everyone. Students, faculty, lettermen, alumni, and fans worldwide locked in on being 1-0 against UCLA Saturday.
Oh, that's
Hashtag we are.
That's a good goal to have.
He does this every week. He's been doing it for years. It is not great after a loss like that on Saturday.
Whatever, douchebag.
Yeah.
Two silver linings for you.
Yeah.
Number one, at least you still have a program. Because I think a lot of people, myself included, given, I don't know if you're aware of some of the things that transpired at Penn State, the fact that you even field a football team is kind of fucked up, to be completely honest, but at least you get to watch a team every Saturday. When it felt like there for a second, you probably shouldn't have a team. So that's one silver lining. Number two, this sets up for Ohio State in a month even bigger.
The biggest game of your life.
I mean, if you lose this one, I don't know how anybody can have hope in James Franklin to actually win a big game.
We
backed ourselves into a corner now where, you kind of have to win this game in Columbus.
But all the excitement and anticipation you had for this Saturday, I think it turns up even more for the game in Columbus. So it's even more exciting.
I'll be at the game in Columbus too. So that'll be big.
Stop saying everything's the biggest thing that ever happened.
Dude.
You're going to lose to Ohio State. You're going to go 10-2. You're going to go to the playoff. Ohio State went 10-2 last year, lost to Michigan, won the fucking national championship.
But Ohio State had proven before that it could win a big game. James Franklin.
It had not proven it could win a national championship under Ryan Day. It had not proven that under Ryan Day.
Okay, well,
Ryan Day was at the time. Ryan Day was not.
He was going to get fired.
This is all the big games. I thought that was the thing with Ryan Day. The only big game we won was Penn State. And it was just because James Frank, someone has to win that game when it's two coaches.
All right.
Okay.
A real question. You're beaten down. You lost. The narratives are winning. But the comeback and the forcing the overtime doesn't give you hope that, hey, this team's got something in it? Because I think this team's got something in it.
It's the same shit. We always have had that. We've always been really, really close. And at some point, you can't keep telling us we're close. You got to go and prove it when everything was in your favor.
It is crazy, Mark. All these narratives about Penn State. and now Oregon is like number 2 in the country, and they've separated themselves from everybody else, and there's unbeatable monster, and Penn State is just this loser team that loses.
Yeah.
That game went to double overtime. That game,
But-
no. The margin of that game was a quarter inch either way. And I know the first 3 quarters, well, they play 4 quarters. They play 1, 2, 3, 4. Oregon dominated these 3. Penn State dominated this one to the level they dominated these 3. Like, that was an even game that Penn State lost in double overtime. So the pity party of giving into the narrative, you don't win in life by giving into narratives. All right, keep fighting. Keep fighting.
Write your own narrative.
We are.
Penn State.
We
Yeah,
choked again.
Like,
Mark, I can't help but notice is on your sleeve there. Is that a what is that piece?
Yeah, that's a good question. Connor, were you planning to return that?
I was planning on burning it. I didn't notice there was still the tag on it. No.
I don't even.
Look at the box score. Look at the final stats. Like, they outgained us by almost 200 yards. Like, they
Double overtime. You lost in double overtime.
It's not me. It's not just the Penn State fans. Look at what Klatt's saying. Look at what
I don't
Josh
care
Pate is
about
saying.
Klatt. I don't
They're
care
all
about
saying
Pate.
the same thing.
What are they saying?
Everybody is saying you needed to win this game.
But you
needed
did.
to
doesn't-
win.
Narrative. matter.
Narrative.
It doesn't matter.
You're going to go to the playoff. This team that we're burying right now, you're going to go to the playoff. Yeah, you do need to win a big game, but you're going to have 2 more chances at the big game. If we get to the end of the season and you choke on your dick every single time, sure, we'll talk about it. But this was not the biggest fucking game of your life.
It wasn't. It just wasn't. And that's really all I don't care about win, loss, or otherwise. I just want you to admit it wasn't the biggest game of your life. That's all.
I won't.
Yeah, I know you won't. We'll
So
be back here again
let me
in
tell you something
few
right.
weeks.
Let me tell you something right fucking now. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna look you in front of God and everybody. I don't think they're gonna do it. But if Penn State either beats Ohio State or then gets to the playoff and goes through, makes a run, gets to the national championship game, you can't treat that as the biggest game of your life. That has to just be another game for you.
That has to be another.
Just another game. I don't even think you can wear the jersey. You just got to wear that Eagles shirt.
I mean, yeah, I'll be in Columbus for that big game. I'll be there rooting like hell. But, like, at some point, you got to show the fan base. You got to show the players. The players have to have confidence in these games, and they don't. Like, they know that they're gonna lose.
Did you see what
they did
Dan
not
Lanning
come out
said
ready to play?
Yeah.
about the whiteout?
Did you see Dan
He
Lanning doing this when he went up 14?
Down, yeah. Yeah, that was maybe a little premature.
Yeah, you
Maybe
think?
a little premature, Dan. But
Yeah.
the quote about the whiteout, which, like, I get that they won, but, like, you saw he said, like, it was a canvas for us to paint our masterpiece. I don't really feel like Oregon played well enough.
They won in double overtime.
Yeah. It was a really good quote. I'll be honest. It was
yeah.
a really good quote, but also you got by the skin of your teeth.
But he definitely came up with that quote on Thursday morning.
That's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
I think if they would have won in the manner that it felt like they were about to when they went up by 14,
Yeah.
and then they just kind of stepped on their neck, I think that's a hard quote. Like, I think you go in the press conference and you say that's fucking awesome. But anyway, it was a really good quote. And it kind of shut down the whiteout.
Bottom line is, for teams like Ohio State, for Oregon, for everybody at that level of college football, in the top 6, 7, and I do think Penn State's in there. I think they're a top 7 team in the country. The regular season is a means to get to the playoff when now you tell your story, now you write it. So we might get to the playoff and you guys lose again, and you can be as sad as you want to be and all that stuff. But now everybody's taking victory laps on Penn State and everything. I just think the story of this team is to be written later, and the fourth quarter is a positive to take forward. And I don't know why I have to say that to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. I just know we've been trying to get to that next stage for 8 years now.
Fuck it! I hope they lose every game.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
At
You
this
know what?
point,
Fuck it. Fuck
this
it.
point,
I hope James Franklin takes a dump on your fucking forehead. That's what I hope happens.
At this point in the season,
It's
your
fucking
season,
September.
your season looks exactly like Ohio State's did last year. At this point, exactly the same.
And Ohio State is, at this point, a significantly better program and a better team
Than everybody in the entire country.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
Ohio State, okay, they slip up, but they still have the talent. They still have.
You guys have the talent.
I
Koloniki does kind of stink.
We're not
Give you that.
if we have the talent to win a national championship, our coaching staff is not putting them in the best position to succeed.
Whoever taught Koloniki this play where Aller gets it and fakes the toss and either then runs it or does something else, shoot him.
So
Because Koloniki called that 12 times.
that's the other thing too, and that's why I say I don't know if Aller's been put in the right position to succeed. Franklin is a running quarterback type of guy. Koloniki is used to having running quarterbacks. And last year, if our run game wasn't working, we at least had the outlet of Tyler Warren. Now we don't have that. Our run game wasn't working on Saturday, and they expect Drew Aller to just, like, run it. But that's not what he is. That's not what he is.
Have you commented, and then we have to move on. We have to move on
have to,
at some
yeah.
point. But have you commented publicly or otherwise about the fans chanting "Fire Franklin" and booing and
No.
and then you guys come back to tie the game, and then you actually take the lead, right? They took the lead in
They took the
overtime.
lead in
Yeah.
overtime.
Yeah, you
Had a
took the lead in
7-point lead.
and it was fourth down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're one
You were
snap.
right. You were one snap
one
away.
snap of the football away from winning. Have you commented on that? Like, do we want to fire him? Do we
I don't want
stand
to
by the boos and the Fire Franklin and all that?
I don't want to fire him because they're still technically, like, everything's ahead of us this season. But I will say for the fans who are, and this is partially why I didn't go, it was going to cost me maybe $1,500, $2,000 to get to this game between hotels, flights, if I had to buy a ticket, like everything.
Sure.
Like, it costs a lot of money. People are investing to go to these games, and it's been the same product for 8 years where you get so excited and you put all your money and you invest your time into this team, and these big games, they don't come through. So there are a lot of people asking, like, is this our ceiling? If that's the case, okay, we'll get used to going 10-2, and we'll be fine with that, but we're not going to put in this money, and we're not going to invest as much as we do. And it's a lot of the questions that the donors are asking right now. And like it's everything.
Okay.
A lot of people are very, very concerned about if we're ever going to break through, and we're trying to. It just hasn't happened.
What a day in college football.
What a
Mark.
day in college football. Saturday.
What a day.
Friday, Saturday, and Saturday.
Alabama's back?
Alabama just does Kirby Smart? I mean, I guess that's the
Kirby
question.
Smart turns into James Franklin when Alabama's
Is
on
the
other side.
Alabama problem? But how? I don't understand that. That doesn't make sense to me because you can just say it and condense it into he has an Alabama problem. But
Right.
what does that mean? What does that actually?
I don't know.
Completely different coach.
But-
Kalen DeBoer did not study under Nick Saban. It's not like a cultural thing where like DeBoer just rose up in the Saban culture. So how does it's just the uniform? It's the uniform across the
whatever it is, you can see the demeanor of Kirby. He's being a lot nicer to players. He's like walking up and he's like, "Hey man," patting him on the head. He's doing this love, and I think it just changes his entire demeanor. And then you see it in his players. You look at Georgia. I think Georgia's a better football team than Alabama, but Alabama was 12 of 18 on third down. That speaks to no killer instinct from the Georgia defense. It speaks to very good coaching on the Alabama side. But then you had fourth quarter, you have Georgia players jumping on the pile on a 4th and 1 and giving them 15 free yards. You had a 4th and 1, and Kirby Smart could have tied the game right there. Could have tied it. And then you can't lose in regulation because Alabama didn't even fucking score in the second half. Could have tied it, didn't. Said, you know what we ought to do? Let's toss it to a third-string white running back. That's what we're going to do here against one of the fastest defenses in the country. Terrible idea. The drop pass Georgia had in the fourth quarter, just Georgia's players take on the mindset of Kirby Smart, who lays down like a fucking kitty cat against Alabama. It's crazy.
I don't understand why does this happen, T-Bob? Why it's a psychological thing at this point? It's
I mean, it's tough to parse because, again, like the whole idea that all the stats coming into this game about their record versus everybody else and the record versus Bama, that's so much of that tied into Saban, but now they've gotten him 2 years in a row at both places in the Kalen DeBoer era. I think it speaks to this year's Georgia team a bit. I mean, look at the Tennessee game, right? A very similar rhythm where they had this huge early hole and then they show a lot of resilience to fight all the way back. Only, in the Tennessee game, they make the 4th and 8 throw. Here they fuck up the 4th and 1 play. So I think this year's Georgia team is just not as good as some of the previous iterations that we've seen, and they just have less margin of error. I think would be one explaining factor. I don't love how they handled the 4th and 1 operation. They had the break before third down. They made the choice. Look, we're going for it no matter what on 4th, and they chose the tempo that they thought they were going to take advantage of the defense with. I think it's a credit to Alabama's defense and their discipline. I think it worked against Georgia, because it actually allowed Alabama to perfectly time up the snap and just completely blow up the play. And as Brandon alluded to, there were some personnel issues maybe with having Cash as the guy that's getting that ball if you'd already kind of planned it out. So I think I could boil it down to mainly though that this year's Georgia is just not. But the last few haven't been, right? They had that incredible peak with Jalen Carter and Brandon Davis and they had more like N'Kobe, like so much NFL talent defensively. But then on offense, they had Stetson Bennett and Munkin, who were just a big game killers. And not only did they not have that offensively now with Bobo, but also defensively, they're still really, really, really talented. But like they had all world guys all on the same defense there for a couple national championship runs.
Yeah.
Two things about that. I think it boils down to the SEC has come down at the top. The SEC's top has come way down. The elite Georgia, the elite Alabama do not exist anymore. And at the top of the SEC, you have a bunch of teams who are going to play the same game against everybody every week. It's going to be a 3-point game. Your Tennessees,
like
your Alabamas, your Georgias, your Mississippi States, all the teams at the top of the SEC are going to be the same. The Big Ten has 3 teams better than anybody in the SEC. The SEC's elite have sunk, and that is what we got now. Now, can I ask you a question?
Who's the third in the Big Ten?
You seem it's
Penn State?
I think it's Penn State.
Okay.
You seem a little off and a little nervous right now. You're just off your game, like something.
No.
Is it because he's wearing all white because he's whiting out? Is it white? Is the white out making you
Am I
nervous?
putting too much pressure on this show?
I just have that played on repeat in my head. Connor's like perfectly timed laugh from his excellent pregame video. That did not end up paying dividends, but
next time.
you do. The hat is intimidating. I don't know why the hat is intimidating, but yes, the hat.
You look like Shawn Michaels at Backlash.
Makes me a bit.
Or WrestleMania 25.
Good looking suit. Can I keep
Let me see WrestleMania 25 Shawn Michaels. He looks exactly like him.
Also, shout out to whatever pathways led to Mark somehow getting his hands on that suit without Connor knowing.
Oh, it
Because
was.
that's very
Yeah, that's the
impressive.
thing. That's
There
what,
it
and I wanna,
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Fuck, that's sick.
Going
That's
one-on-one with the Undertaker.
You're gonna have the greatest match of all time
That's
later.
a great point, T-Bob, because it would have been something if I just would have bought a white suit on my own and wore it in here. But I actually got
You
Connor's-
stole that
I
man's
got
suit.
right from. Not only did I didn't steal it, he brought it in.
Yeah,
He
you-
participated in this.
hoisted on your
He
own
brought it-
petard there, Griff. An excellent revenge for him, hanging out with your dad and
Well, moms are still on the table. This doesn't take moms off the table.
No. This isn't the retaliation. This was just a side. This was a side
Oh,
quest.
it was
for-
a side
It was a
quest.
demonstration. It's like flying like the fighter jets right by.
Yeah,
That's right.
Just marching the troops in Washington
Yeah.
right now.
I didn't drop any bombs. This is just showing off the troops.
Can you go back
Yeah.
to your ceiling teams in the SEC again? Can you just rattle?
I think all the best teams in the SEC are they're very similar. They're going to be playing these close overtime games. You got your Georgias, you got your Alabamas, you got your Tennessees, you got your Mississippi State, your Texases. Like all those teams are right there together, and I think they're going to be playing very
Wait a
close games
second.
every single week.
Hold up.
You said that very, very, very quickly.
Is it? I still think Texas is good. I think Texas. I think
yeah.
Arch is coming around. I
Yeah.
think Texas is really talented.
Yeah,
So we've
yeah.
already done the Connor Griffin thing with Penn State. His is a 10 out of 10 pain, of course.
Sure.
Biggest game of his life. They have it right there. Drew Aller, for those who didn't watch, threw another backbreaking interception in the final play of the game.
3
ended the
straight
game.
big games, yeah.
When Oregon missed the 2-point conversion. So if Penn State scores, gets the 2-point conversion, they could walk off winners instead. First play, second overtime.
My favorite my favorite part about the Drew Aller interception, if that guy hadn't jumped up and caught it, the guy behind him was going to intercept it too.
Yeah,
That was gonna be a
it was going to
double
be a double
interception.
interception.
Something nice to highlight there, Thieneman, the guy that it always sounds like I'm saying cinnamon with a lisp. It's my favorite name to say, but Thieneman, he's the one that gave up the big touchdown that started the Penn State comeback, and then he redeems himself.
Yeah.
I like
The
moments like
Thieneman
that.
challenge.
Yeah, I like.
Anyway,
moments like
so we talked about that. It was 10 out of 10 pain, and then Trista Crick runs onto the field, catching in Connor's face, which is another thing.
that. Yeah, that's crazy.
That was
That was like
Wait,
another, yeah.
What?
She
Yeah.
ran on.
You didn't see the Trista Crick video?
Yeah.
Trista Crick for the youth work here ran on the
Yeah.
field.
She did a solo field
a
storm.
solo field storm.
Solo
We have
field
a
storm
Happy
on
Valley.
I did not see
On
that.
Connor.
Yeah.
Boy,
Would you like to see it?
I've never met
not really.
Yeah.
I don't think you're supposed to do that when you have field passes.
No.
Yeah. So anyway, this is a
Oof, that's just bad.
this is a 10 out of 10 pain for Connor, I imagine. But I'm curious, T-Bob and Brandon,
Yeah.
both of your teams also
Cubba Hubbard?
in close games, and I'm curious, like, what is your feeling coming out of Saturday with LSU and Brandon? Obviously, Mississippi State kind of
I would say
had a
for,
similar situation in overtime, and
for LSU, I don't think the game was that close, unfortunately. That was kind of a dick kicking. Like, the score was, you were down 9 deep into the fourth. You had the late touchdown, which makes it look better than it was. Really, Ole Miss dominated you. I mean, you rushed for 50 yards against a defense that is really bad. And at the time, so it's weird because immediately on Roughness, Brandon's asked me, are you done with Kelly? Is that you're done with Kelly? And I'm like, I don't think, I didn't think so. It would appear that the population is indeed done.
Really?
Yeah,
This
they
is-
want
this
the.
is-
He
they-
doesn't fit there.
They want the OC fired. They want the O-line coach fired. They want Kelly fired. They want Nussmeier to shut it down. It's some really bad fallout all around. It's not just because you lost Ole Miss. It's the manner in which you lost Ole Miss. And it's a season, like Connor can appreciate this, but you're still very much alive. LSU, I guess, mathematically is, but doesn't look like they have the juice.
At this point,
The expectations were so high.
At this point, the offense, we just don't have hope it's gonna. Cause
No,
like
no.
that was
I
the
think
thing
Nuss
coming
is
out.
hurt.
So there are, I would say, there are rumors swirling that you cannot describe as reportable yet, but could be described as credible, but maybe tinged with emotion. That he could be potentially thinking about shutting it down. And to me, outside looking in, it is very obvious that he is hurt. He is a guy who has a rocket arm. He throws, like Liam said Saturday, he throws frozen ropes, and right now everything is floaty and he just doesn't have any zip at all in the ball right now. And I think it's kind of like, it's a tough thing when you're an athlete. You want to play through injury, but at what cost? It's like when Baker did it in Cleveland,
Yeah.
and then they convinced him that he sucked, and they ran him out of town. I think Nuss is trying to put it on for the team right now, and he's having to try to overcome just some
That sucks.
unovercomable physical limitations. And the O-line sucks,
Yeah.
which is not going to help a hurt quarterback.
What a roller coaster, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
like you beat Clemson, and it was like, is LSU the best team in the country? And then Clemson
And so that's
kinda
where the-
sucks, and then you guys like haven't played well since, really.
And
have
that's
you?
and that's where the anger comes in, right? Because everything's a function of expectations. And so you came in thinking we're a playoff team, then you beat Clemson, and so expectations were really through the roof, and now it's all falling apart. My deal on the Kelly firing, though, still remains this. I think so. He signed a 10-year, $100 million deal. Whenever he gets fired, his buyout is the remainder of the contract. This is year 4. LSU doesn't have the money to pay $60 million, especially not to engage in something as risky as a head coaching search. They are quite literally forced by golden handcuffs to continue the course. And I don't know. I kind of don't think that's the worst thing. I think it protects you from your own kind of
This is where
emotions.
you and I vehemently and fundamentally disagree. Because you are looking at it from a very pragmatic, very financially responsible and fiscally responsible point of view.
Yeah.
If an LSU, if an SEC team in the top tier that expects to be in the top tier, your Alabamas, your LSU's, your Floridas, all of them, if they start losing in football, there is no number high enough that they will not pay.
I don't think
they will get that money somehow. If they got to suck dick in Baton Rouge, whatever, they'll get that. If they got to steal it from kids' hospitals, they'll get it.
It
there's
doesn't
only
pay
a
like you
few
think.
hundred thousand. only a few 100,000 stolen from.
They'll
kids'
get the
hospitals.
money. That money ain't an issue for these teams. They'll get it.
Those kids get a lot of money, by the way, too.
The coaches' buyouts, I think Coward was talking about this earlier.
It's overrated.
But no, he was just basically saying there are some programs where you kind of become unfireable because the buyout is so big.
So
LSU ain't one of them.
yeah,
Yeah.
but at 60 mil it is, dude. 50
There
mil
is a
it
number.
We're not- I don't-
Brandon, there is a
30.
number at a certain point that it's like
We
You
are
could say you have
we
unlimited
are-
money.
I'm
we
sure.
are a
I'm sure
poor
they'll
state.
go into a room. They'll negotiate and say, "We can't pay you 60 right now. We'll pay you 60 over the next 20 years or something
Yeah.
like that." They'll figure out a way out of it. They'll do it.
I guess I still find it hard to believe, as bad as that game was, because I do think Ole Miss is good. I guess I find it hard to believe that we'll reach such a disastrous nadir. Is that right?
Nadeau.
Nadir? Oh, Nadir. Yeah,
Nadir.
sorry. That we'll reach such a disastrous rock bottom here that it would come to justify and spend that money. Again, it's important. And this is the thing about coaches' buyouts, man. In the NIL era, it's doubly worse, if not triply or quadruply, right?
quadruply.
Like it's quadruply worse to spend $50 million for someone not to coach when that could build 2
Right.
years worth of elite rosters. It's insanity.
So the second part of the question was to me.
Yes, your feelings.
I
Coming
mean,
out of the Mississippi State.
I don't know what if people want me to be like upset or pissed or sad. Like I come out of it remarkably encouraged by where we are. Like I think Tennessee is a top 10 team. I think they're very good. They lost to Georgia at home. They could have very easily won that game. Could be undefeated right now. If you look at the physical differences in the teams, they just towered over us. And we were right there with them, man. We competed with a legit top 15 team. We ended up losing in overtime. We gave up a pick six and a fumble return for a touchdown. We outplayed them at times. They outplayed us at times. But it looked like two SEC teams locked in a fierce battle. And this exact weekend last year, we were non-competitive against Toledo. We lost 41-14 to a MAC team. So no shot at Toledo. They're a good MAC team, but still shouldn't happen if you're in the SEC. And we've come along. We're 4-1 now. We could have been 5-0. It hurt that we lost. It hurt in the moment, but I am just beaming with pride over Mississippi State getting back up off the mat. And Jeff Lebby's the fucking dude.
When you ran the ball.
Yeah, we ran the ball. We ran down their fucking throats.
Awesome. And that speaks to a team that's not winning with just like, I mean,
smoke and mirrors.
Yeah, they have a great scheme, but for Fluff and who's the other guy?
Devon Booth.
Yeah, for them to just at times, I mean, just absolutely like when Tennessee needed stops.
Yeah,
just shoving it down their throat. Yeah, I'd feel very encouraged as a Mississippi State fan.
So you said going in that you expected.
I thought we'd get blown out.
Yeah, you thought you'd lose. So this isn't just you. This isn't revisionist. Just like, I'm okay, because you thought you guys were going to get blown out, but at some point in that game.
Oh, yeah.
You did renegotiate, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
At some point, you're like, we have to win this.
So I started watching the game by myself, and my wife usually just lets me do it because I'll yell and everything. And I'll then by the end, it was a sellout in my basement. I'm doing the stream, and all my family's over there watching, and we're just pins and needles. And, there was a time, especially we talked about Penn State getting close to beating Oregon. We had a 7-point lead with 3 minutes left, and then they had 4th and 5.
Yeah,
like we make a stop right there. We win the game. We didn't. The guy makes the catch. Brazel's very good, but Tennessee's a very good team, and we're just so far away from where we were 1 year ago that what can we be in 1 year? That's all I keep thinking about. The schedule's nasty. I don't know if we can win 2 more games to get to bowl eligibility, but yeah, the arrow's pointed straight up, and I'm very happy with where we are.
All right.
They have that most heady of drugs. I would liken it to
hope
when you're an NFL. Yeah, when you're an NFL team that has a first a quarterback on a rookie contract that you believe in, they can believe in Levy.
Yeah.
And when you're a college football program and you can believe in your head coach, that spurs investment and spurs hope. It just makes everything better.
Ain't that right, Connor?
Yeah. That's very true.
It's
very true.
The opposite for us right now.
Viore is incredibly versatile and comfortable, perfect for whatever your day brings. Designed to look great beyond the gym, whether you're running errands, heading to the office, or meeting up with friends. Their core short is soft, lightweight, 4-way performance stretch. It moves with you with no restriction. It's available in 3 inseam options, a perfect fit for every preference. That white suit isn't Viore, is it?
No, it's not. It's not.
Yeah. Well, it looks like it could be. It looks so comfortable.
Yeah,
the tag's still on.
Viore, Connor was planning to take it back. Viore is an investment in your happiness. For our listeners, they're offering 20% off your first purchase. Get yourself some of the most comfortable and versatile clothing on the planet at viore.com/mostly. That's VUORI.com/mostly. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions. Not only will you receive 20% off your first purchase, but enjoy free shipping on any U.S. orders over $75 and free returns. Go to viore.com/mostly. Discover the versatility of Viore clothing. Exclusions apply.
Sorry, Mark. Let me talk about something real quick that can maybe do numbers if you clip it. We'll see.
Well, he was about to read an ad.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
You haven't been here when we're in the 2-ad era now. We're in the double-up era.
That's
yeah.
on me. False start.
College football season is back, which means tailgates, cheering crowds, and the excitement of being in the stands before kickoff are all back too. Ever find yourself at a tailgate and decide to grab tickets last minute? That's where Game Time comes in. The Game Time app gives the advantage back to fans. It's the hack for unlocking amazing tickets and experiences in a few taps. It's incredibly easy to use, and the Game Time guarantee means you can trust you'll get 100% authentic tickets on time and at the best price. Plus, fees are always included. So what you see is what you pay. I was looking at tickets for Penn State at UCLA, a chance for the Nittany Lions to go 1-0. Biggest game of the season for Penn State, coming off of the home loss to Oregon. Gonna be interesting to see how they bounce back, Brandon. 3 time zones away.
Yeah.
Playing in the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
Big spot for Penn State.
Interim coach at UCLA, gonna be huge.
It's gonna be huge. One fun game.
$45 gets you into the Rose Bowl. Penn State. I've seen Penn State play in the Rose Bowl, and it went well. The Cam Rising got hurt in the game for Utah, and Penn State fans cheered. Penn State fans celebrated the quarterback of Utah blowing out his knee for like the 3rd time in his career. And
all class.
I watched them all applaud. So we'll see if that happens again. Penn State playing in the Rose Bowl again at UCLA this Saturday. Take the guess. We're going to buy in college football tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code Mosley for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code Mosley, MOSTLY, for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today.
Yes, T-Bob.
Okay, so I tweeted about this, and I've gotten a lot of pushback on it, and people seem very upset with me. But I tweeted basically that LSU forcing out Mike Denbrock in favor of Joe Sloan after the Jaden Daniels Heisman year was maybe the worst mistake of the Brian Kelly era. And look, I'm going to say, people, you can
this Brian Kelly era,
of the LSU Brian.
Yes, okay. The LSU Brian Kelly. Yes.
There are bigger mistakes in his past.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And
but I would say this. I would say, look, first off, y'all can believe whatever you want to believe. I'm just going to give you my belief in the situation. And yeah, there's all kind of board of supervisor stuff, proving the contract, blah blah blah. Basically, after the season, when Jaden won the Heisman, they did not want to lose Joe Sloan. He was very tight with Bryce Underwood. And I believe that Brian Kelly went to Mike Denbrock and said, hey, we want to make Joe Sloan co-OC with you. And Denbrock's like, well, what the fuck, dude? I mean, I just OC'd like the best offense in the entire country. Why would I do that? I also think that Coach Denbrock was thinking back his time at Notre Dame where he did that exact same thing with him with, I believe it was Tommy Rees. Right, Brandon? Wasn't that who replaced Denbrock in Notre Dame maybe before he went to Cincinnati?
Probably.
Where, he had that offense rolling and Brian Kelly wanted to go with the younger guy. And so, yeah, I think Denbrock could feel Kelly going sideways on him a bit, and then he chose to go to Notre Dame, and there is just no comparison between the two OCs and their competence. So that just looks like a heavy-handed misread and misplay, especially because Bryce Underwood didn't even end up coming down to Baton Rouge.
2 or 3 things to hit in college football before we get to the NFL, right? 2 or 3 things. Number one, that was the most intoxicating and amazing field storming of all time that is probably going to get the entire sport shut down at some point.
Yeah.
Like that Virginia field storming was instant, and it was
so
there was a density to it.
I could watch that 1,000 times.
Yeah.
I might, and I just might.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. Intoxicating is the word. Something.
It's just watch this. Just
there's
boom.
Something so visually appealing about it. It's
have you ever?
It's immediately covered.
Perfect.
But you're immediately also like, is that guy alive?
Right. Correct. Have we
Yes.
seen him since?
So
I assume so.
That guy, by the way, the guy that ran out and did the bird, fuck him.
Yeah, I
he
don't
should
like that.
he
I
should
don't
be
like
hit
that.
in the face
I
with a
don't
tire
like
iron by that
That's-
quarterback.
That's young Malasek right there. That's Jake Malasek would have done that if he
Yeah.
was.
Have
Fuck you, dude.
Have y'all ever read about like massive crowds and how they take on like fluid dynamics?
No.
Like there was like there's this concerts years ago where people were like suffocated just in the middle, like in the mass.
Yeah.
There's this scene in Game of Thrones in the Battle of the Bastards where Jon Snow's like being crushed by humans. Like that is getting very close to fluid dynamic massive humanity. Like that looks like you had thousands of gallons of water pinned back by a wall that you just dropped and it immediately flooded the field.
What made this awesome beyond just you're right, T-Bob, it does look it seems really fun to be the first person to get to the middle of the field and like be in the dog pile with the players, but then the second
Just
you
seems
turn
terrifying.
around and look at how many people are you're like, oh shit. But as that game's going on, the students are on the hill.
Yeah.
And they're just
They were priming, yeah.
slowly
The
moving
water
their way
was
down.
building, dude. The water level was rising.
And by the last pass, you got dudes like standing in the end zone, I think.
Thank
Just
God
waiting
there
for
wasn't like a review or anything
Oh,
controversial.
yeah.
That would have been
That happened with was it Arizona
disastrous.
State last year?
Yeah.
That Arizona State.
Yeah, and Dillingham went off on him.
Yeah.
Sam Pittman got fired at Arkansas,
Yeah.
which is not really entertaining on its surface because he should have been fired 3 years ago because he's just not a very good coach. But the fact that Bobby Petrino is now the interim 10 or 15 years after the motorcycle picture, but not only that, this morning Bobby Petrino fired 3 defensive assistants. This man got the offensive coordinator job 2 years ago and has been plotting and planning this ever since.
He's been waiting.
And in his mind,
time.
I guarantee you this, T-Bob, he doesn't have an interim tag in his mind.
Well, no, he
believes he's the head coach of Arkansas going forward.
That's on the record.
Yeah.
The AD said they're going to conduct a national coaching search and that Petrino is absolutely involved in it and has expressed interest in being the the long-term head coach at Arkansas once again. And it's especially funny because this is exactly what we said when he hired Petrino in the first place.
Yeah, he's going to be the interim someday because you're going to get fired and he's going to take your job.
It damn sure did come to pass.
Sam Pittman should have never been a head coach in Division I football. He's an offensive line coach.
Yeah, he was. I think he was. I think he was all right. He had moments. He's definitely very likable. Like, I cheered for him. I love all of his cold
He had
beer.
excellent coordinators when he started. I think he had Barry Odom, and then he had can't remember the offensive coordinator. He got lucky with coordinators to begin with. It made him look competent for a while, and then it just didn't last. Any other college football before we move on? Does Notre Dame have a path? Yeah, Notre Dame's going to the playoff. They're going to go 10-2 and go to the playoff.
CJ Carr is awesome. Arkansas's defense really bad, but CJ Carr is awesome. I loved Illinois.
Any thoughts on the
bouncing back? Shout out to the
Any
O-line.
thoughts on the defending national champion, number 1 team in the country, going on the road in a trap game and then just kind of dominating?
Easily the number 1 team in the country.
The moment you knew it was over was when Washington got to the 2-yard line and they ended up like 8 yards back.
Yeah,
like settle for 3. That game was over at that moment.
It's still a good Washington team too, and I still really like Damon Williams. I just think how they handled him was fucking picture perfect. I mean, his legs could not enter the equation at all, and he was seemingly having some success with his arm, but it was almost like it was what Ohio State was allowing him to do. It was like the lesser of two evils. It was a really good game plan execution by Patricia and Downs and that defense.
I think the Ohio State red zone defense is too good right now to where I think we're going to just assume if the ball gets inside the 20-yard line, they're not scoring
it's
a
over.
touchdown.
Like the 20's the end zone now?
I'm conditioned to believe that teams just simply cannot score
You need
a touchdown.
big play.
And then at some point, someone's just going to hand it off and just run right through our defense and score a touchdown. I'm going to be like, wait, that's allowed? You can do that? Yeah, it'll probably be Michigan. It'll probably be Michigan. It'll just waltz into the end zone.
According to Dave, Michigan's going to win the SEC. So, Michigan could win the SEC today, even though they lost to Oklahoma.
So I feel like we're fighting from behind on the show. There's so much to unpack and everything.
Yeah.
With Sports Weekend. We still got NFL,
We
MLB, and Ryder
All right,
Cup.
boys.
We got more to get to.
No, you can stay. I'm just saying.
Was there too much?
What?
Was there too much?
College football? That was Mark's take. This more T-Bob. Listen.
So I'll say this, and I'm just being honest. This isn't me trying to get involved in a narrative or throw some punches at you SEC guys or whatever. But Saturday to me demonstrated the problem with super conferences because both the Big Ten and the SEC have figured out a way to have not massive games, but like what they deem to be like important games in each window. And I'll be honest, I just watched the Big Ten, I didn't do it consciously. It just sort of happened where I was like. The noon game was Illinois USC. That's the one I watched.
And that was probably the best game in that window. 2:30,
Ohio State played. Obviously, I'm going to watch my alma mater, so I was like, I'm going to watch Ohio State. And then the night game, I watched Penn State, Oregon. And I flipped over to SEC games when the time, but I didn't really absorb it like I needed to.
Nah, I mean,
and I feel like you guys probably, not maybe, you guys watch them all, but like I feel like a lot of SEC people probably did the opposite, where like they didn't even watch.
No, I was the same way. I was locked in on our game at 2:30, so I didn't watch LSU Ole Miss at all. I didn't watch A&M Auburn, which I don't think I missed much because Auburn's just garbage. But yeah, it was the same. Now I did branch out. I had multiple TVs going with the night game.
Yeah,
I did have my first YouTube TV weekend, and I think I'm going to immediately make the switch.
Did you
quad box?
Yeah.
Building the multi-view is very easy, and the ability to switch volume on the multi-view is incredibly easy.
Mm-hmm.
But I still I could not I feel like I missed like a lot of the first half of Oregon Penn State, and then I feel like I missed the end of Georgia Alabama because then I got locked in there, and then I look up and the Georgia Alabama game's over, and I'm like, oh fuck, I didn't see anything past the 4th and 1. So it's not a bad problem to have, but it is kind of a problem.
The older I get, the harder it is to watch multiple games at once. I don't know.
I was exhausted by the end of Saturday. It was
a lot.
I was locked in for like 13, 14 hours straight, it felt like.
I was kind
I
of
feel like I'm watching tennis where my head's just going back and forth, and I'm trying to absorb like every high pressure, like which 4th down play. I don't remember. And then the game's end, and I'm like, was it 4th and 3? Was the Penn State? They had Oregon 4th and what was it? And how much? I don't remember time or score. It just all like just goes into a big pot, and you stir it up and. Yeah,
I keep a running document of notes, and I think I got up to like 14 pages on Saturday, just trying to. Now some of those like screenshots of box scores and stuff, but just trying to like keep everything straight in my head. Mark, it was a jumble.
It's not a problem. It's awesome, and if every weekend was like that, it'd be great. It just
did you see the? I don't know if you saw it. Did you see the Louisville ball boy?
I saw the story, but I didn't know the context.
You haven't seen the video?
I saw you guys had him on.
We had him on this morning. Yeah. Zephyr, what was his
Miller
name?
Moss threw a pick over the middle, correct?
You remember his name? Zephin?
Zeph Zeph. I gotta look it up.
I saw people sharing the picture of the guy that was like, I got the ball.
I've got it.
No. The video. So Pitt gets an interception, right?
Yeah.
And Pitt's running, and they're celebrating with the ball. And he doesn't attack the guy, but he like grabs the ball, and the guy like pushes him, and the second. Watch this. You have to almost start it again because. So that's the guy that intercepted the ball. And he takes it away from him, gets wrestled. This guy just flips it over his head. And that guy, all he wanted to do was a fucking finger roll. Like, that's so stupid.
And we got some backstory from Zephian earlier where I guess in the past, Pitt has taken multiple Louisville balls and thrown them into the crowd. So going into this game, he was tasked by his equipment manager to be like, hey, don't give this shit up. And Zeph went for it. He needs to look, if Amir Khan got all those NIL deals and everything, somebody needs to hook Zeph up because he went to the mat. He got the ball back. And he's great on the mic. He wants to be in sports media. He killed it on Wake Up Barstool this morning. He actually basically pitched Dave. He was like, what do I need to do to break into the industry?
I thought he handled himself very well.
I thought so, too.
That was awesome. All right. Thank you, T-Bob.
All right, boys. Have a good one.
We're going to the NFL, the National Football League. Or do you want to dip Ryder Cup in here, or you want to go NFL?
Well, it's your call, bro.
We'll get to LGBTQ later, maybe.
We do.
You're right.
That's
later.
our featured segment at the end.
In the NFL, and I'm just going to throw you some NFL logic, and you tell me if that checks out. Two teams locked in a fierce battle. They go back and forth. They play a first quarter is 15 minutes, and then they play a second quarter is 15 minutes. And after 30 minutes of war, they have to take a break and go to the locker room for a little while and get themselves together, get some water, check their phones, stuff like that.
Check your phone.
Fuck their girlfriends. So they do that, and then they come back in the third quarter, and they're right back in the mix.
Yep.
And then 15 more minutes, and then that stops, and then 15-minute fourth quarter, and after that 60-minute fierce battle, we have a winner and a loser, unless – if it's been so taut and so fraught with peril that we have a tie, we then do another 15 minutes to determine
10 minutes.
Oh, wait a second. Oh, that's right. So right now the NFL is doing where both teams have to touch the ball in the overtime, and it's only 10 minutes.
It's only 10 minutes.
Because that's fucking stupid. We had a 40-40 tie last night, a game where Dallas was going to get blown out because of how good the Micah Parsons and the Green Bay defense was. Dak just tore them up, and they end up they tie the game. And again, 10 minutes ain't enough time, Mark.
Yeah.
Why do you play 15 minutes, 15, 15, 15, 10?
I don't know.
You can't do two drives back and forth because obviously they can tie in that scenario.
A primetime tie is the worst thing.
It's so stupid.
It's the worst.
And a 40-40 tie is stupid. Like all this explosion, all this excitement, and you just shake hands at the end.
And even when you know it's possible, you go into every NFL game. At least maybe you're not consciously thinking about it, but I don't know. It's in the back of your mind somewhere that every NFL game could end in a tie. That's something that we know exists in the world of the NFL. Is they have mechanisms for there to be ties, whereas college football not the case. And even though you know that, when it happens, you're still like, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah.
Chris Collinsworth had no idea what to talk about last night. Like the game ended, he was like, I don't know. I guess it's over. It's just over. And it's like, this guy's been in the NFL for decades. He's seen ties. Ties should not be, but it's just something about it. It's like, I can't believe I just watched a game where neither defense could get a stop. It was so exciting. You thought the last fourth quarter, the last couple minutes of the fourth quarter, every point that was scored to take the lead, you're like, well, there it is. That's going to be the game. And then the next team would score, and that's the game. And it just was going back and forth. So exciting just for it to end in a tie. And both teams were like, I guess that's it. Yeah, that's it. All right.
Sudden death was better than this.
Sudden death was better than this.
Because sudden death could have ties, but that meant you went back. Both teams, if you had a tie in sudden death, that means both teams had their shots and just couldn't score. This is teams scoring and the game not ending.
When there's sudden death ties, it was like, let's just put everyone out of their misery. This game sucks.
Correct. They're not going to score.
Let's just get out of here because we're going to be here all day.
Yeah.
Last night you were not going to be here all day. That was
ridiculous.
It was ridiculous. And it came at a really bad time because the Ryder Cup, but we don't need to talk about the Ryder Cup right now, but we can talk about the NFL. But when Europe, who was it, Shane Lowry technically clinch it when he hits the putt to give them 14 points, and they celebrate, and then the broadcast is explaining that like that's actually, even though it's 14, that's actually a win for Europe because
they just had to tie.
In the event of a tie, Europe would retain the cup. And I feel like there was a sense of the Americans watching. They were like, "Fuck that, we don't tie." In
Also, they got a free tie.
They got a free tie
by their guy getting hurt
because of the neck thing. But it felt so anti-American. It's like
they got a necktie.
They got a necktie. What the fuck do you mean a tie? We don't tie in America. That's not what we do. That's a European thing.
You made a great point on this.
You tie in your soccer games. We don't tie here.
That's why soccer sucks.
That's why soccer sucks ass. We don't tie. You go out there and you earn it. We don't want to 14-14. You don't win because you won the trophy 2 years ago. You got to earn the. And then Sunday Night Football happens and it was a tie.
Yeah, and
then later that night
it caps off the whole day of NFL football.
Yeah, to cap off our national sport in prime time when all of America is watching
on Sunday Night Football.
And Carrie Underwood had been waiting all day for this.
Yeah, with America's team.
With America's team.
And a team from Green Bay, Wisconsin.
It was just a tie. And it was like, oh, shit, I guess we do tie here in America. I guess, fuck.
There's just infinitely better ways to decide the game.
Hey,
I mean,
don't you think college overtime's the best? Or one of the best? College has fucked up with their overtime, too.
Yeah,
but
the 2-point off is grotesque.
The general principle of college overtime, where you both get to the 25 and then figure it out from there,
shootouts are
that's a better start.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate the NFL just saying, like, in that situation where they both went down, got their field goal, all right, let's just both of them start at the 50, and let's just
I was
play
going to say
there.
40,
no
but yeah.
time. 40, 50, like, it doesn't matter. Let's just play there. And let's decide the winner. Or if you don't want to do that, let's do a Dr. Pepper push pass challenge. If you don't want to do that, 3 guys meet at midfield and fight till one is victorious. There are infinitely better ways. Jerry Jones could fight a fan. They could have done anything else.
The Chiefs beat the Ravens. I ask you, we discussed this a little bit on Wake Up Barstool, but does this do you come out of this game thinking more about the 1-3 Ravens or the now 2-2 Chiefs? Because you answer it.
I think about the Chiefs.
I do too.
This was the game I was waiting for the Chiefs for.
They finally look like the Chiefs.
They
again.
finally looked like the team I remember them being.
Yeah.
They were, and the Ravens defense has issues, and that's something to obviously keep an eye on. But the Chiefs have played a lot of bad teams or a lot of bad defenses, and they just can't seem to pile on the points like they should. And yesterday they finally did, and that was again. I'm not a Chiefs fan, so I'm not like excited to see it because I want to see the Chiefs be good. My complaint has been for a while now that they're just not compelling. Yeah. And now they're compelling to me again. Now as the season progresses,
Mahomes threw 4 touchdown passes.
First time since 2023.
That's crazy.
I'm back to being intrigued by the Chiefs. The Chiefs are going to be must-watch television.
Worthy opens so much up for their offense. And I think the scary thought here is, we're talking about the Chiefs, how good they are, how high-flying they looked finally again. Rashid Rice is back in a few weeks. They're going to be so good.
Yeah.
That's good. I want the Chiefs.
I know they're going to be like.
I want the Chiefs to be exciting.
Yeah.
I don't like the 1917 Chiefs where Mahomes just has to save them. I don't like the 1917 Chiefs where they have to get a good call in their favor to win the game. I don't like that. I like the 38-17 Chiefs that are throwing 5 touchdowns.
The ideal scenario, I think, for me as I'm thinking through here is that the Chiefs look like the Chiefs of old, and they look maybe not unbeatable, but they look like a juggernaut. They host the AFC Championship, and then Josh Allen finally gets over the hump and beats them.
I just realized that ties tied straight to your neck. Yeah. Just I don't know why I thought there was a shirt under there.
Connor didn't bring in the shirt.
Yeah, no.
Why didn't he bring in the shirt?
Shirt, dude.
Because I thought PFT would have had a white shirt on his own.
Can I ask something about the white suit?
Yeah, sure.
Did you know that they were doing that on College Game Day? Was
no.
that like because I
didn't know Tom Brady was going to do it
And then
either.
the next thing I saw was them on College Game Day all in white suits. I was like, how did he?
No, I got that on Amazon earlier in the week, and then I just was all right. Now Mark has it. It's his.
Sorry, Connor.
That's all right.
Brotherhood of the Traveling White Suit. Who gets it next?
I feel bad, Connor. I feel bad.
What do you need it for?
No, you don't.
Was this too far?
No, it's not too far.
Mother's on the table. That can't be too far. Mom's on the table.
I know, but he just seems so down. Because
his Eagles are 4-0.
His Eagles are 4-0.
And you want our strip challenge. Great weekend of football.
His Eagles are 4-0. They win. My point about A.J. Brown fucking hating Jalen Hurts is correct.
Yep.
A.J. Brown is going to force a trade in the next 2 or 3 weeks. He hates being there because he didn't get the ball, even though they're 4-0, just won the Super Bowl because he's an asshole.
Yes. Nuance to that. I don't think he hates Jalen Hurts. I think he hates the system, and he does not like the fact that we cannot get a passing game going.
That makes it better.
He did have 9 targets.
It's still a major concern. I don't think it's a Jalen Hurts issue. I think it's an overall scheme issue.
2 catches, 9 targets. Pout more, playa.
That's our stance here at Mostly Sports. Pout more, playa.
Also, me and Connor do have a bet for UCLA Penn State this week.
Why?
Oh.
Is this the biggest game of your life, Blumman?
No, his, yes.
It's not the biggest game.
Really?
Of my life.
What's the bet?
If UCLA wins, he has to be my butler for a week.
Yeah.
Connor, if Penn State loses, you're out of the playoff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's a
It's
foregone
an elimination
conclusion.
game.
I think this. I would say this is bigger than
The stakes are high.
Yeah, this has actual stakes.
Yeah, your back's against the wall now.
Oregon
not-
game
yeah.
didn't actually have stakes. This has stakes.
What about if Connor wins?
What'd we say?
I don't know. It was something.
I feel like it should be if UCLA takes a lead at any point in the game.
Yeah.
Because
I think
correct? They haven't led yet this year.
UCLA has not led for 1 second.
Of
and
any
I
game.
don't think we will all season.
So if UCLA leads for 1 second of this game, there should be some stakes.
You've not led for 1 second in any game this year.
We're really bad. we got down double digits instantly against
Northwestern?
UNLV
Oh.
and New Mexico.
Did you play at Northwestern? You played at Northwestern this past.
Yeah, he didn't go.
Okay.
Why would they go, Brandon?
That makes
you
more
got
sense.
ball to
I was I saw a group on Saturday of UCLA of guys wearing like UCLA football stuff, and
That makes
it didn't register that they were playing at Northwestern. I thought it was just like guys in Chicago who still
We got
are locked
fans
in on
everywhere.
UCLA. Yeah,
We're
no.
a global brand. We're still UCLA, the 4 letters. We're the true U. We just got to get back to that. And you know what we're doing against these guys? Student tickets have been raised $49. Ain't nobody going to be at the Rose Bowl on
All right,
Saturday. We're done.
Liam.
We're doomed. Martin Jarmon's an idiot.
back to NFL.
Back to NFL.
Back to NFL. You, I want to call you a winner this week because I don't know when you tweeted this.
Yep.
Was it last week? When did you tweet
Last
this?
week, right? The night before Friday.
So, okay, could have just said Friday. So Friday, Liam Blutman tweeted, "It feels like we're due a runner dropping the ball before going into the end zone. Feels like we're due one of those plays."
Did you really?
Yeah. it
Pull the
felt it
tweet up.
coming.
I gotta see that. I gotta see exactly what you said.
Um,
We're due for a premature dropping of the football that ruins a big touchdown. This was on September 19th, 2025 at 10:20 a.m.
yeah, well, that wasn't. That was a week. That was over a week ago.
That was September what?
That was Friday a week ago.
September 19th.
Friday in
Still.
the morning. Okay.
Still,
You still said it.
it was a Friday morning. It wasn't this past Friday.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Because I
whatever.
didn't feel it that Friday. I felt it.
Anyway, you're
Anyway,
right.
yeah,
You're right. It happened for the Colts yesterday in a game. I thought the Rams were going to drill the Colts. I thought the Colts were fake because of their Colts acquitted themselves quite well. Could have won the game. Had a couple mistakes. They had that one. That was Mitchell, right?
Yeah, A.D. Mitchell.
A.D. Mitchell. Now, then a couple of plays later, a stupid ass receiver on a 60-yard touchdown run for Jonathan Taylor to take the lead had a holding. Who was the receiver that had the holding?
That was Mitchell. Always doofus
Oh.
Mitchell.
Oh wow,
Ooh.
always Doofus.
Ooh,
And when did we decide his name was always Doofus?
Me.
No, that
A.D. Always doofus.
is that what AD stands for?
I said when did we decide it was always Doofus? He said me.
Yesterday.
Um,
After the happenings. I like A.D., but that's like
What an
This is
incredible
AD
catch
to
and
incredible
play.
spin move. All of it was awesome.
An all-time play and then an all-time play.
So benefit of the doubt here. Devil's advocate,
Yeah.
just asking questions. Was he showboating, or was this like I want to make sure because he's like tiptoeing the line. I want to switch to this hand to make sure
To
the
get the ball in the
gets
pylon?
across the end zone.
No, I don't
It's
think
showboating.
so. That's showboating.
It's showboating. He was
Because
was
there's
ready
no
to-
reason to look back if that's
yeah,
what
he
you're
was
doing.
looking back. Yeah.
What sound do you think he made as the ball popped free?
Don't.
Why, Ayana?
All black accessories.
Oopsie.
That's A.D.
I think the Colts, like, obviously they blew this game, but
Acquitted themselves well.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think you got to be optimistic if you're a Colts fan. This was a big test for a team that started out hot, and they looked pretty good against the Rams. They turned the ball over and they had a lot of penalties, and those are two things they haven't done all season. But I like the Colts. You know who else I like? The Jacksonville Jaguars. Dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got to start talking about our squad.
These are our
boys.
Jags.
They have, I think a stat I saw was they have trailed for like 18 seconds in their 4 games that they've played this year. I think it's around like 18 seconds.
Who'd they lose to?
They lost to the Bengals on a bullshit call.
That's right.
It was
Yeah,
fourth
that's
down,
right.
and
yeah.
Travis Hunter had the great play.
That's right. Yeah.
And if they don't throw the flag on that, it's the Jags' ball, and they just kneel the
They should be
Clock out.
4-0.
They should be
Stephen
4-0.
Shea is in trouble.
They were one bad call away from being 4-0.
Oh, it's 9 games?
9 wins, and he has to become a Jaguar.
An actual Jaguar?
Yeah, he's going to
With
have
the
the
car?
hair and everything.
Data's up big right now, though. He did call Malik Neighbors getting.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
boy.
he said no
Wait,
ties, right?
That's
Or
something
did
for
he
the
say
yak.
ties?
Oh, yeah.
Giants have to do something. Well, the Jets do. They have to do something about that turf at MetLife.
They're getting rid of
Awful.
it next year.
But listen,
Okay, good.
listen, listen, man. The Giants having that first drive of Jackson Dart. I don't know if y'all watched that drive. That drive was elite, and
Yeah.
they go down the field so easily. And then finally, just I see them. They're in the stands. They're saying, "We finally have it, a quarterback. Finally." And then Malik Neighbors gets hurt the next drive. Like that sucks.
Still a very good win over a good Chargers team.
Yeah.
I need Connor to learn this dance.
Yeah, I'll get there.
When he did that, I was like, "Oh, this is a different dude entirely." I didn't know.
Yeah.
One play got some heat
so
on him.
what are the streets saying? Is Jackson Dart him?
Yeah.
Is that what they're saying?
He was definitely him after that first drive.
he
I went
one of
away
the
from
ones?
that game and
What's
never
the-
came back. But
He's got some sauce to him, and like he's like cocky as fuck. Like he posted a picture of Madison Beer before the game and then deleted it. Who's obviously rumored to be with Justin Herbert. He posted this before the game.
Yeah. But did you see him and Scadaboo after the game in their post-game video on the field? I'll try and find it.
Brandon, your
What do you
thoughts
got
on would you like to see the Jackson Dart post again? Let's just take another look at the. What did Jackson Dart post?
Is that the worst photo she's ever taken? Or
Let's keep
Whoa.
let's keep it moving.
Whoa, whoa,
let's
whoa,
keep it
whoa,
moving.
whoa.
Well, you're gonna end up on the wrong.
Brandon.
Brandon, you're gonna end up on some bad takes right here. Just,
Brandon.
all right,
Brandon,
all right,
are
all
you-
right.
Be careful.
let's save you from
Be
yourself.
careful, Brandon.
Beautiful young
Do you-
lady.
What?
No, it was I've seen her beautiful.
Do you like women?
Yeah,
Okay.
but that
I thought that picture was.
do I have a bad angle?
He's doing like a lip bite.
Yeah.
She got the lip bite.
All right.
She's a hot girl wearing glasses.
Yeah.
She's doing the thing where she's like, I'm trying my hardest to not look good because I'm gonna put these glasses on, but it just makes me hotter.
I don't think I'm being overly horny
This
here.
is
Yeah.
like, okay, pull the picture back up. Back up. Pull the picture back up. I got to see some new information has come across my desk that I would like to. So, I'll say it for Brandon because he's already digging himself.
Wait, can
No, I didn't say anything.
Can I ask a question really quick?
Yeah.
Is it related to puffs?
No.
Tissues? Okay.
No. It's fine. It's fine. Let's move on.
But you're right.
Let's move on.
I think it's more of what's going on above the glasses that is being.
She has Connor Griffin's eyebrows. Those are Connor's eyebrows.
No. You're so wrong.
Those are Connor's. Connor, you did you dye those yourself?
So wrong.
What are you talking about?
Can you zoom in?
What am I talking about? What?
All right, this woman's not attractive. She's got.
It's just not
Yeah,
the
no,
case.
you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Not the case.
Brandon, you're just wrong.
Brandon,
Do you see
wrong.
like a pair of like brown eyebrows and you just immediately think like, oh my God, that's what Connor's look like?
All right.
That was
on the old-
crazy.
Here,
Let's
telling the truth.
let's move on from the Madison Beer.
That's bad.
She's a beautiful young lady. Good for Justin Herbert.
Cam Ward said the Titans played like ass. Cam Ward is correct.
Check that one off.
Check-
Congratulations, Cam Ward, for
agree with Cam Ward. Good job, Cam Ward.
well done, Cam.
The Saints gave the Bills a good game there for a second. That was interesting, and then they lost. So Spencer Rattler has still not won. It felt like with the Giants beating the Chargers and the Saints were playing pretty well. Who else? Was there another example that came to mind? But it felt like this was a topsy-turvy day in the NFL. I mean, even the
I thought
Cowboys.
the early window was kind of trash.
Even Cowboys Packers, like I don't think many people expected the Cowboys to be right there against the Packers.
I mean, we
thought this was.
got to reevaluate the
I know.
Packers, right?
Yeah.
Like the Lions after that first week were like Packers up, Lions down. Lions are ready to go,
Lines are hot.
and then the Packers are just not what we thought they were. And the Vikings lose to the Steelers. Like,
Those games don't count.
okay, those games don't count.
So are the Vikings?
Right? Am I wrong there?
Are they staying in Europe?
Yeah.
Because they play in London.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Sunday.
They're going back to back.
They don't fly back, or do they do fly back?
I have to assume they're staying, right?
They're not going to drive to London, right?
It would be hard because
Yeah.
Ireland's.
That's why these games don't count.
It's
The
on
international games don't count.
Okay, I'm very stupid.
Although now I am stupid. Can
you drive from Dublin to
island
London?
to island?
Are they connected at all? Are they?
No.
They're unconnected.
No, there's no way.
Direction
We would know about this.
from Dublin to
You have to take a ferry. I
You can
bet?
drive from.
This
you can
route
drive the
includes a
English
ferry
Channel. You
and
can
toll.
drive-
Ferry. It's a ferry.
Yeah, it's an FERRY.
So
The
Lucas
whole
drives you.
Vikings team gang on the ferry's a great image.
You can drive from England to
Vikings
France,
on a
but
boat
you
sounds
can't-
fine.
You can't drive from Ireland to England.
No, you
There's
can't
no
drive
way.
from. That's
Are you
crazy. We're
fucking
all
kidding me,
yeah,
Brandon?
yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I feel like maybe.
Nah.
It's only 8
There's
hours.
just no way.
tunnel.
What about the Isle of
This route
Man? Could you
includes a
cross up
ferry.
there? Could
Yeah,
you cross up
got a
there?
ferry.
That's where they all die in that motorcycle race.
That's right.
Where?
Isle of Man.
Isle of Man.
What?
And
Like
they have a race in the water.
There's
They
a
got
little
the,
motorcycle race there, and everybody dies every year.
Well, how do they get to the motorcycle
They
race?
got the best flag.
They
in the
do.
world,
I
think.
just
Man
learned-
does?
Isle of Man. If I'm thinking, it's the one
You
with the
are.
legs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that flag.
Mm.
3 legs.
What?
What is that? What?
What? What?
Greg Olson's flag.
Yeah.
This episode of
You
Mostly
like that one, beloved?
This episode
You're
of
a
Mostly
jokester.
Sports is brought to you by McDonald's new special edition gold sauce. McDonald's special edition gold sauce is sweet, smoky, tangy, and made just for chicken. There's nothing quite like the anticipation of a new McDonald's sauce. Me and my boy went out card shopping yesterday, and we stopped at the old Mickey D's McDonald's, and we got him some. He got him a Happy Meal, but I got me some McCrispy strips and the special edition gold sauce. It was delicious. You get it on your snack wrap, your McCrispy sandwich, or your McCrispy strips. It's made especially for the chicken. Again, it's tangy, smoky, and it is sweet. It is made just for chicken. New special edition gold sauce at McDonald's. It's made for your chicken favorites. It's as gold as it gets at McDonald's for a limited time.
Fox 1. On Fox 1, you can stream your favorite live sports so you never miss those Did You See That moments. That means Fox College Football Saturdays now on Fox 1. And now every Saturday morning you can catch Dave El Presidente Portnoy. How about Dave getting the did you see the promo for Big Noon Kickoff? Dave got mentioned before either team got mentioned.
Yeah.
That has to warm your heart, Brandon. Tune in to Big Noon Kickoff and watch Dave Portnoy, and also, by the way, Michigan and Wisconsin will be playing this Saturday. As part of the Big Noon Kickoff crew, only on Fox 1. Fox 1 is built for live edge-of-your-seat parlays. That says plays. That doesn't say parlays. Edge-of-your-seat plays, jaw-dropping highlights, the kind of moments that make you shout in your living room like you're at the stadium. It's College Football Saturdays, all streaming live the way it was meant to be watched. It's also the best way to stay locked in on your action, whether you're sweating your fantasy matchup, tracking a parlay, that one says parlay, or just riding the chaos live as it happens. Start your 7-day free trial today. Offers are subject to change. Go to Fox 1 for complete terms and conditions. Let's talk about the Ryder Cup, Brandon.
Well, that's not the biggest story that we could. We still have baseball. We still have the.
We
Ryder
still got
Cup.
baseball.
Right, but
We still got baseball.
West Point, Mississippi, the West Point Green Wave, Friday night, number 2 against number 1. Go on the road to Tupelo and take down the Golden Wave, the new number 1 team in the state, as it should be always. It's the best team ever. West Point, 5A school, beats a 7A number 1 Tupelo on the road, 28-21. That is
well, congrats.
your
Welcome to the
biggest
club.
story.
Really good picture by you to
Yeah.
That was the official West Point.
really good photo.
The official West Point Twitter account tweeted that out. As they always just take a picture of the final score, and that's what they got.
And you didn't credit them?
No, I did not, because they're not very good at it.
Dogs beat Westfield.
Who cares?
State
Who
championship
fucking
rematch,
cares?
Blubman. Dogs just keep rolling.
What's Westfield's nickname?
The Shamrocks.
Very different. Every Mississippi high school is just a wave.
It's just
That's not true.
Just the wave.
There's only 2. There's 2 waves.
And they just happen to play on Saturday?
Yeah.
No, we scheduled it, and yes. Baseball.
All right, baseball.
Baseball. Wyatt just furiously tweeting all the updated AL MVP odds because Judge had a good weekend and Cal Raleigh just didn't hit another home run.
home run, yeah.
Congratulations to him, by the way. The best week of his life preserved.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cal Raleigh did not erase the 62 home runs, so we can continue to treat the AL record as though it matters.
Yeah.
Pull up the playoff picture presented by whoever. So you have the Yankees and the Red Sox, and you see the Guardians completed the greatest comeback we've seen in a long time. And
Now, I hate this. I absolutely fucking hate this.
Right.
Because the Guardians complete the absurd comeback.
Yeah.
Literally the best comeback ever.
And immediately
the biggest games back comeback ever.
Immediately the Tigers get a shot at them.
And immediately it just gets erased. And none of it matters if the Tigers just beat them in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just over.
Well, they do have home field advantage.
It's in Cleveland, yeah. 3
Yeah.
games in Cleveland.
I hate there's too many wild card spots. I'm a traditional.
Are they getting too
many
cute?
wild card spots?
Are they getting too cute making all 3 wild card games in the same city?
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, maybe.
Because you're I don't know if you're doing it for time or whatever, but these teams can travel pretty quickly.
Yeah, and
Just go. Or maybe if you win one of the first 2 in the city, you get to have the third one at home. Maybe something like that.
each league has 3 teams from a division.
Yeah.
From one division. The AL East and the NL Central each have 3 teams in the playoffs. So stupid.
I mean,
I don't like it.
we're guaranteed an AL East team in the ALCS, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna.
And I
have,
say that based on the old system, the Cubs wouldn't have made the playoffs, right? The Cubs are benefiting.
Can I?
They would have played in they
would have been the top.
Can I
card
say
team.
something?
They could have
about
played
the
in the
Cubs?
wild card
Let's
game.
just do 1-1-1.
Just me and you talking.
Yeah,
Okay?
go ahead.
The Cubs get the Padres.
Yep.
They get them at home. Padres are good, but they get them at home. So you start off at Wrigley.
Yep. Octigley.
If you win that, I don't think there's anybody you'd want to face in the world more than the Brewers, right? Like that's
If he just the Brewers, yeah.
yeah, like that. You get then you get the Brewers,
Right.
and that's because they call what is it, American Family Field, but that's Wrigley North.
That's
basically.
really north, yeah.
I went to a Cubs game there. It was in the middle of the summer, but I went to and it was probably 70-30 Cubs fans.
If they play in the playoffs in Milwaukee,
50-50?
No, the Cubs fans will.
It'll be all Cubs
It'll
fans.
be all Cubs fans. It'll be every single fan in there will be a Cubs. You will not find one Brewers fan.
It'll be 100-0.
100-0. You will not find one Brewers fan.
Wow, that sucks
Yeah.
for the Brewers.
I'm going tomorrow. I think Big Cat and I are going to.
The Cubs game.
Yeah, Cubs
Is
game.
it afternoon? Or-
Yeah, it's gonna be an afternoon game.
That's
But
2 o'clock.
there's nothing like Octigley, man. Octigley gets rolling. It is. I'm just so excited to live in Chicago and get to experience my first Octigley as a resident of Chicago.
Boy, as your
Something
team,
funny?
Is it Blue
Something
Octigley?
funny, Blutman?
It's
You're not a
funny.
fan of Octigley?
It's funny. You're good with words. I'm thinking of Octillery, the Pokemon, when you say that.
Yeah.
Good image.
You
Wearing
fuck with
Cubs
Octillery?
gear. It's good.
Connor,
I'll tell you this.
as your-
Sorry.
yeah.
Reds are my team to not win the World Series.
Wow.
Did we do pancake
Did
teams?
we all take
Did
one?
we
I
do
don't
one?
know what's on the
What?
line,
We
but
did.
the Reds will
Y'all do 'em
not
now?
win.
Did we do?
Don't do them now?
Let's all take a can't win team.
There's 6 of us. How many teams are in the
Let's
playoffs?
do it.
About 28.
Let's
so
all
there's-
pick some can't win.
So there's 12 teams in the playoffs. So okay. Can't win the World Series.
But I don't think it's fair. Blutman gets the first. Pick.
Yeah.
Why does he get the first pick?
Well, he took the Reds. I'll go second. I'll take the Tigers.
Job well done.
I'll go third. I got the Red Sox.
Bad pick.
Don't the Reds have great pitching? Didn't you tell me the Reds have great pitching?
The Reds in a 3-game series could catch you. This could be a classic Dodgers. Like it's 1-0.
Sleepy, a little, yeah.
7th inning, the bullpen comes in. They give up like a 3-run homer.
Yeah,
It's
'cause
like, what the
It's
fuck?
not like Dodger Stadium's going to be like brimming with excitement for playing a first-round series against the Reds.
no. They
Oh,
might
wait,
not
I'm
even
a
make it there.
dumbass. The Cubs would have made the playoffs.
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
old system, right?
Yeah,
It would have been the.
and you would have had a home wild card game in the
Yeah.
intermediate system.
And the one where it was 3 division winners and 1 wild card team.
Mhm.
The Cubs would have been the wild.
What's on
card
the
team.
line
As
here?
your teams go, Connor, the Phillies are real quiet right now.
Extremely
Quietly excellent.
Really, really,
October.
really.
best season in 14 years.
Give me.
Remember when he wanted to trade places with New York fans?
He's
He's got an undefeated
Stop,
football team.
stop.
A
I never-
path to
I
the
said I
playoffs.
I said I was
number 2
jealous of
team
the
in the
fact that
National
their
League.
basketball team was really good and the Sixers sucked. That's
Well, the
what
Sixers built around a bum.
we'll see.
Pick a
This is
pick
the
a
year.
pick a jump in the lake team.
Jump in the lake.
Okay, is that what
I
it
was
is? Is
thinking
that what it is? Jump in the
50
lake team.
sausage
Yeah, you gotta
links,
jump in the
but
lake.
that
Okay,
works.
jump in the lake team. In
That's much better. Yeah.
in December.
And yeah,
The day after the World Series ends.
Yes.
yeah. The day after World Series ends, you got to
The
jump.
water will be very cold.
I had the Red. So who's yours?
Yeah, I'll do the Cubs. Why not?
So that would be great for you.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that move. It's the Cubs. Or do you want me to do?
You can do whatever you want. But if you do the Cubs, TJ has to do the Yankees.
You guys are overlooking a math.
Deal.
There's a very obvious answer.
You're saying
Oh,
Blue Jays?
Yeah, it's America's pastime. The Canadian team can't win. I'll take the Blue Jays.
Oh,
I'll go with the other number 1 seed. I'll go with the Brewers.
I think the Brewers can win.
did
I
nobody
don't think
take
so.
the Mariners?
Nobody's taking the Mets yet. Take the Mets.
The Metropolitans.
Mets.
So the Mets are in trouble.
Yeah.
The Mets are in trouble.
Yeah.
Evo, I'm now starting to understand what you meant by that.
Yeah. I was walking around with the sign over my chest, banging the bell. No one would listen. Actually, that was Frank on open.
Yeah, you're definitely the loudest person in this company talking about the Mets.
But that's the boy that cried wolf. That's how that fable.
Listen,
Aesop.
I'm not one to. I'm not.
Aesop on the beat.
Listen,
He go crazy.
Dave and everybody saying Frank was right. Frank was right. Well, Frank's been saying this every season for the last 30 years.
And if the Mets had made the playoffs and lost in the first round,
He would have still been right.
And if the Mets had gone to the World Series and lost in Game 7,
He'd been right.
innings, he would have been right. So anytime the Mets don't win the World Series, Frank is right.
Correct.
Which means he's just right every year.
Yeah.
Because only one team wins it every year, and it's usually
not the Mets. It hasn't been the Mets for a long, long, long time.
Yeah.
Did we do WNBA teams? I
Let's do
don't
them
know
now.
if we
When
did.
do the playoffs start?
Give me the.
We'll do it
Give me the
before
links.
playoffs. Give me the Dream, the Atlanta Dream. They're the 1 seed. I think they're.
Mark, I hate to do this to you. I'm going to do
They're
this
like
guy.
You're gonna do this guy.
Yeah, I hate to do it to you.
Valkyries.
Millie.
The Ryder Cup happened this weekend.
Yeah.
Do we even talk about the fact that they came back and tried to make it interesting on a Sunday?
They did.
That kind of just pisses you off, doesn't it?
They did make it interesting. I stopped watching football and I watched golf for like an hour and a half straight.
But
it was interesting. When Justin Thomas hit the putt, you're like starting to feel some things.
I was waiting. I knew it. They had that screen there, and I knew some of it was blue. I said, if that thing has to go all red for us to feel good, and it did get progressively more red. But I don't know, man. That Friday and Saturday was so bad.
And then the USA guys like crying as they're getting interviewed after they like DeChambeau and Scotty both crying after their rounds, which I'm not here to say how much it meant to them or not meant to them, but it is a little frustrating that it's like, where was this?
Maybe don't get your ass kicked.
Yeah, where was this on
Saturday.
Friday and Saturday? Where was the give a fuck on these other days? But no, they did make it interesting there for a second. I am glad Europe won 15-13 and not like a 14-14 situation, or even 14.5 would have pissed me off because they got the free half point for the next situation.
So
what the fuck is that? Terrible
Hovland
rule.
looked fine post golf.
Why doesn't Europe just say all of our team is hurt?
So
when you're up that big going into Sunday, just say our
They
entire
all got
team is
sick.
hurt. Split everybody, and then you win.
I put a name in this envelope that when mostly somebody has to get laid off or canceled from this show, it's going to be this person. Yeah, so the envelope is right here.
Yep.
Hopefully we never have to open it. Things are going well. Things are going really well.
As long as nobody sleeps funny the night before a show, we should be fine.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
But the envelope exists.
Yeah.
And
Why?
Not just my envelope from Georgia Southern, where they sent me a nice handwritten note.
Why don't they have like benches? Why don't you call somebody off the bench to have to play in that spot? Or
The captain should have to play.
the captain should have to.
Well, they have to carry the bench all around the course.
Yeah.
I think they all play on Sunday, no?
Oh, if they were just like sat on the back of like a golf cart that had a bench affixed to it,
Yeah.
they just rode them all around, so they had to
Why
watch.
not?
bench court.
Why not? Is that
I don't like the Ryder Cup.
Ryder Cup is an
I don't
event
think
that
I don't like it when we lose, but
the more I
only-
get into it, the more I want to fix it.
I have
The
a
more,
theory.
I get
Like
invested
the
in it. I'm
Ryder
like, this
Cup.
is stupid. This is stupid.
Theory.
Change this.
theory.
Go ahead.
Rory and all the Europeans are complaining that our fans went over the edge and were over the line and were yelling things and saying things they shouldn't have yelled, and that's probably true. I will believe them. Like we have some asshole fans in this country. It's in Long Island, New York. That area of the country is nothing but fucking assholes. I believe you, but I think it's the American team's fault. If the American team had stayed close and stayed engaged, the fans would have stayed engaged and wouldn't have had to entertain themselves by just shitting all over Rory and shitting all over. They were fighting. They were the fans were the only people fighting back.
Yeah, be mad at the players.
Yeah, the fans were the only people in that entire course fighting back against the Europeans. The players didn't.
Also, this idea that our fans are bad and classless and European fans, sports fans, are just are setting the bar for morality. Like, I mean,
They're the standard.
they are the standard is absurd. Go just go to YouTube and type in black guy enters soccer game in Europe and see what happens.
We should have whited out the course.
We should have. I know.
Maybe they'll do a stripe out in 2027.
Yeah. Maybe we'll Or maybe maybe they did whiteout, and that's why we lost. And maybe if we do,
they never went on whiteouts.
yeah, maybe if we did a blue out, we
Never
would've
win in big
won.
games.
Yeah.
Their peak USA's peak odds on Sunday were 200-1. It got all the way down to plus 600 right before Russell Henley putted on 18.
Left 2 putts short. He left the.
He's a little coward.
The one on 17, he left short too.
Yeah, he's a
And then he
little
left it
coward
short
boy.
on
He
18.
got
You
10
can't leave it
stuff.
short in that spot. You can't leave it short.
That's what Russell Henley does. That's what
Yeah.
they have bad Sunday players on that team.
I'm a golfer now. I saw
0%.
that and I was like, I would have put it in if that.
You played golf one time?
Yeah, I'm a
One
golfer.
round
now.
of golf.
0%
0% of
played
putts that are
golf.
left short go in, Blubman.
That's a really good point.
0%.
Wow, you should be the captain.
If you hit it too hard, you still have a chance. Some crazy shit could happen. You hit it too short, no chance.
This morning, Riggs was on, and he said, if you look at the world golf rankings and everything, all of our players had a better cumulative ranking than European players. He's like, we have the better players. We should have been able to win. And I watched this tournament, and then I look on the other side, and they've got Fleetwood, and they got Rory McIlroy, and they got all these dudes. They were way better than us,
way
right?
better, yeah.
They had way more good players than us.
Yeah, I don't really
We had
care
Scotty,
about
who
the
sucked.
ranking.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just I don't. Justin Thomas doesn't strike a lot of confidence in me.
JT was good.
He was good, though.
Harris English.
Schauffele blew
Ben
Rahm
Griffin
out the
doesn't do it
water
for
on
you?
Sunday. Ben Griffin's sick. Don't do that.
Huh?
Cool shades in golf.
When did he get sick?
He actually
Why
did get sick one time.
So
a
you're
few
not saying
months
he's
ago.
sick? The way you said it sounded
he
like.
overdosed on creatine the day of golf.
All right.
That's who we're rolling out there. What do you want me to say? They've got Bobby Mack, who's just a guy from Oban at the end of their lineup. Like,
Oh,
they're
and
stacked.
And
You get the
LeBron was
sense
just
that-
a kid from Akron.
You get the sense like Shane Lowry would cut somebody's throat to win a golf match, and our guys were just, I don't know.
Shane Lowry was never going to miss that putt.
no,
You knew it was going in.
he was so sick at the end. Like,
Stop saying sick.
I'm saying sick because it's confusing.
You're making us think.
Because like
He was so
Hovland was
surgical
sick
at
in
the
some
end
way.
of it. Ryder Cup is only good on Sunday. I hate the four.
But there's other
balls,
adjectives.
I know. Every time in my life, every day, a word gets stuck to my brain. And I use it to describe something all the time. It's not my fault.
Dope. Steezy.
Actually,
Never use.
I think
that.
it is your fault.
It is your fault.
You're the one
My
using the
brain-
words.
It's my brain's fault how it's formed. I don't know.
We choked again.
Bringing it back full circle.
Yeah.
What
Oh,
a fucking bunch of
was-
losers.
Yeah.
the other
no,
song.
It's bad.
Connor, I got good news for you. You're going to beat Ohio State.
I mean, we have to. So
You're going to beat Ohio State. I think this is the year you beat Ohio State, and you're going to beat
It-
us. And you're gonna be able to come in the day after you beat Ohio State, or on 2 days, I guess, on Monday, and rub it in my face.
I'll be there in Columbus. And
As the world
if
turns.
Franklin wants to prove that this year is any different than the past 8, then yeah, he'll win that one.
Franklin County, Ohio.
Can I ask a question for the
That's
desk, by
where
the way?
Columbus is. So think about that, Connor. Literally Franklin County. Go ahead.
Just quick question for the desk. Are you guys at all worried about looking like major dummy doofuses that don't know ball? Because in the preseason you predicted Penn State easy cakewalk national championship, like this was their year. Like, are you worried about that? Because
I
that
am,
could
yeah.
come back and get egg in your face.
It looks. It reflects poorly on me.
Egg is delicious.
It reflects poorly on me. After last year, I called the Eagles winning the Super Bowl, and everyone now comes to me and is like, they're like, Titus, you know ball at a level that we've never seen before. Who do you like in college this year? And I said Penn State. They're gonna get it done. And now I'm on shaky ground.
I'm going to end this show reading you a tweet at the risk of both being ball sacked and at the risk of this not being true.
I know the tweet.
Is it
and
true? Does it appear to be true?
I do not know. Just read the tweet.
I'm going to read the tweet with the acknowledgement that this could be bullshit and a ball sacking. It looks like a legit account with 9,000 followers. Exclusive. Paul Feinbaum tells Clay Travis, so already we're in bullshit water. Paul Feinbaum tells Clay Travis that he's considering leaving ESPN to run as the Republican candidate for the open U.S. Senate seat in Alabama. He says the Charlie Kirk assassination played a major role in his interest. Look at that.
All right.
Fuck Paul Feinbaum.
All right.
That's boy, if you want to make me vote Democrat, put Paul Feinbaum on the fucking.
You want me to bring your spirits back up?
Yes.
I just got sent this.
All right.
Whoa. Whoa.
Wait a second.
Wait. Hold on.
Are we Garfield? Wait, is that us?
Is that me?
That's Mark. I have a new top 10 football. What's Ohio ranked? 2, run, B, walk, run. I don't get that one as much. How many of them are there?
I'm mad that you're ranking them second.
In 2020, Mississippi State was granted resort status so they could allow alcohol sales. Who cares? When do they start selling cups of mud? Carl Ham. Oh, this is Titus and Carl Ham. B-Walk, what's Ohio look like on DraftKings? I see plus 300. Yes, to lose. To lose. Pay up.
Oh, yeah.
Very good animation.
I like this. Yeah, keep it going.
All right.
Anatomically correct.
Yeah, I'm in.
That's Nolan Cartwright. He did the World Champs
Awesome.
sweatshirt we put out.
Shout out Nolan Cartwright.
Good job, Nolan.
Family. I love it. I love the
All
start.
right. That's the show. We'll be back tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.
That's a ball's done.
Down.
I'm Luke Combs, and you're listening to Mostly Sports. Family.
Let's go!
So, TJ.
That's big!